the bug reporting. What is the meaning of bug reporting? What is it? Documenting the issue. If I'm taking with that particular bug reporting, we need to be get mentioned that taking care about documenting the issue. Okay. Now, if I'm taking this bug reporting, we need to be get taking care about that particular respective template. While working this particular bug reporting, we need to be get taking care about in having that particular respective template. Based on that particular template, we need to come up with in taking care about and following with the template according to that particular template. According to that particular template, we have to take care about that particular defect ID. We need to take care about defect ID and then need to be get provide status. So what is the meaning of status? Progress of the bug. If I'm taking with the status, we need to be get mentioned the progress of that particular bug. So what exactly progress of that particular bug we need to be get provided. So further, we need to be get provide that particular different type of status. In that, we need to be get mentioned that bug life cycle, or we can consider the defect life cycle. We need to be get taking care about bug life cycle, or we need to be get take care about defect life cycle. Now, if I just consider this particular option of new, assume that the status of new provided by developer or tester, tester. The status of new provided by that particular tester. If you are able to see, that particular bug status, if you are able to see that particular bug status is new, meaning of the new bug reported by the tester. If you are able to see the bug status is new, we can say that new bug has been reported by tester. Then all that particular bugs will take care about assigning to that particular development team. That particular development team, nothing but that particular developer will take care about mentioning the status is open. The status of open provided by developer. Developer will take care about in providing with the status is open. If I'm seeing or if we mention that particular status is open, meaning of that meaning of that developer has been accepted the bug and started working on the bug. If I'm taking with the status of open, if I'm taking with the status of open, by seeing that particular status of open, we can say that we can mention that developer has been accepted the bug and started working on the bug. That is what you're taking with the status is open. From the open, it will go with the status of fixed. Meaning of fixed, developer completed working on the bug. The meaning of fix, we can mention that developer has been completed working on that particular bug. In the same way, we got retested or considering the retest. Meaning of retest? confirming issue has been fixed correctly or not. So we need to be get confirm. We need to be get confirm that particular issue has been fixed correctly or not. That you will be taking with ratus. Then you will be taking with close. Meaning of the close? Issue has been fixed correctly and working as expected. It's not like just fixed correctly, working as expected. That will be taking with the status is close. From that, it will be taking. From that, it will be taking. Considering that, from that, it will be taking with mentioning that in having that particular reopen. Meaning of reopen? Issue is not fixed correctly and not working as expected. Issue is not fixed correctly and not working as expected. That is what it will be taking with considering the reopen. So that is how it will continue on that. If I'm taking with that particular tester, the tester can take care about providing the status is closed or it can provide the status is reopen. Say that it can mention as a close or it can mention as reopen. In the same way, developer. In the same way, we got developer. Developer can take care about. Developer can take care about providing with the status. That particular status is open. Developer can take care about providing with the status is open. One particular option. Apart from that, we got an option taking with duplicate. We got an option of taking with duplicate. I mean the meaning of duplicate. Not like after open the status is duplicate. Either it can be open or duplicate. Not like after open duplicate. It can be provided as open or it can be provided as duplicate. If I'm taking with duplicate, meaning of duplicate, same bug has been reported by multiple tester. There is a chance of the same bug can be. There is a chance of the same bug can be reported by multiple tester. If I'm taking this particular respective duplicate, we can mention that the same bug can be reported by multiple tester. At that particular time, developer is not taking care about, in accepting all the bugs. Developer will not accept the bugs who has been reported first. That particular bug status provided us open. Another same bug, that status provided us duplicate. If it is mentioned duplicate, from the duplicate, what is the next status? Close. From the duplicate, the next status, it will go with close. Because of duplicate, not required to test it. Because of duplicate, it doesn't require to test it. Just directly we can close that particular bug. In the same way, we got another status. What is that status? What is that status? Rejected. Developer got an option. Developer got an option in providing the status is open. One option or another status duplicate or not and or developer can provide status is rejected. So when developer can take care about when developer can take care about providing the status is rejected. When developer will go with providing with the status is rejected. So when it will be done is in simple, the very simple understanding. If I'm taking with this particular one, if I'm taking with this particular one, the status it is mentioned as rejected. So that status provided by developer, not tester. Developer has been taking care about in providing the status is rejected. What is the meaning of that, or when developer can take care about providing that status is? So when developer can provide, when developer can provide the status is rejected after fixing. After fixing, how come it is rejected? Or in simple, meaning of rejected. Okay, cancel. Why the developer will reject the bug? Same bug means that is duplicate. If it is incomplete, he will not report it, right? See, as simple as a tester, you are reporting the bug. As you confirm that that is a bug, then only will report it. If it is not a bug, you will not report it, right? Yes or no? If it is not a bug, tester will not report. As we are confirming, as we are deciding that that is a bug, then only we are reporting. So as we reported means that is a bug, but why tester will say that that is not a bug? Or why tester will reject it? Bug is already fixed. Already fixed means that is we will go with retest. If it is not correct, tester will not report it, right? Tester is reported means that is correct. That is the reason we reported. Okay. So this is where exactly a lot of fightings will be started in the real time. As a tester, we reported a bug. Now developer is saying that tester, you reported the bug. I think you're done with the BTech. That is not the bug. Then tester also will say, developer, you are also BTech. That is a bug. Then developer and tester will start doing fighting. As both the people has been started fighting, as fighting is more interested, who will enter? Test lead will enter. As developer and tester, both the people, the two persons has been started doing that fighting, the test lead will enter. Test lead will be asking that why you are fighting, what is the issue. Then tester will explain his version. Developer also will explain his version. So by that, the test lead also will join in that fighting here. Previously only two members. Now how many members? Three members. More interesting will be there. Three members fighting means more interesting will be there. As more interesting is there, who will enter into the picture? Manager. Manager always busy in the conference room here. How many people are fighting, he will not worried about it. He will be busy in the conference room only. Who will enter? Scrum Master. Either BA or Scrum Master will take care about in asking that why you are fighting. Then tester will explain his version. Developer will explain his version. The test lead will explain his version. How many people you got? Three people. As three people has been started fighting, as that fighting also more interesting, BA also will join in that fighting. Now, how many people are fighting? How many people are fighting? Four people. More interesting will be there because of four people. Lot of entertainment will be there here. Because of that, four people has been started. Because of that, four people has been started that fighting. Who will enter? Now, client will enter into that, and then he will be taking care about and asking about why you are fighting, and that to more interesting of that fighting also. As that fighting is more interesting, client also will start fighting here. Then, uh if client is fighting, who will enter? Company CEO will enter, or Jagan will enter. KCR will enter. KCR is in hospital only. He got fever also. KTR will enter. Okay. Now, this is how lot of issues will be there. Definitely, lot of fightings will be done. Why all these things? Why all these fightings are coming into the picture? Why these things will happen in the real time is consider developer taking care about development activity. On which basis the development need to be done? Based on requirement document. All the development activities will be done based on requirement document. In the same way, we got testing. Testing need to be done based on requirement document. Developer is working based on requirement document. Tester also working based on requirement document. That means for developer and tester, requirement document same or different? Requirement document same or different? Is that requirement document is same or different? Same. Requirement document is same. Developer is referring the same requirement document. Tester also referring the same requirement document. So for the project, requirement document is same. For the project, requirement document is same. But is that developer and tester both are same? Developer and tester, is that both are same? No, not like both are same. That means he got two brains, he got it. Developer is different brain, tester is another brain. I mean, not like both the people are same. Two different brains are referring the same requirement document. Yes or no? Two different people referring the same requirement document. Because of that, the way of understanding will be the different. According to the tester understanding of the requirement, he consider it is bug. According to developer understanding, he was considering that it is not a bug. But it's not like we reported developer directly rejecting that bug. Before rejecting that bug, they will have discussion with the test lead, and they will go with discussion with BA. Maximum BA will be giving the final conclusion. If BA told that, if BA has been mentioned, if BA has been mentioned that developer understanding is correct, then developer will give the status as a rejected. If BA told that, that particular developer understanding is not correct, tester understanding is correct, then what is the status it will provide? If BA told that that is not a bug, that is not a bug, it cannot be rejected. If it is not rejected means what will be the status it will get? Closer. What is it? Open. As that is not a bug. I mean that BA is telling the tester understanding is correct and that is considered as a bug, that it will be taking with the status is open here. So as simple as the whole conclusion, we can say that the meaning of bug, we can mention that the rejected, the status of rejected, we can say that based on multiple discussions. What is it? Based on multiple discussions. It can go with, we can mention that based on multiple discussions. See the understanding. Meaning of duplicate. Meaning of duplicate. Same bug reported by multiple tester. Meaning of rejected. Rejected based on multiple discussions. I mean, it's not like directly developer is rejecting. They'll have that multiple discussions and after that it will be decided that either it has to go with, rejected or not. So that is what it will be taking the status is rejected. So in simple, we can say that, we can mention that meaning of rejected based on multiple discussions. And finally, we got the status. What is the status we got? What is the status we got? Deferred. The meaning of deferred. The meaning of deferred. Let's compare with open. Let's compare with the status of open. If I'm taking with status of open, meaning of open, developer accepted the bug and started working on the bug. See the understanding. Developer accepted the bug. Not only accepted the bug, he was started working on the bug. The meaning of deferred. Meaning of deferred. We can say that developer accepted the bug. Meaning of deferred. Meaning of deferred. Developer accepted the bug and working in next release. Working in next release. See the understanding. Meaning of deferred is developer accepted the bug and working in next release. The meaning of that statement, you are working build 1. As you are working on build 1, you identified some bug. Once you reported that bugs, it's not like all the bugs will be fixing immediately. The development team, they will look into the priority. They will look into the importance. According to that importance, they will take care about in fixing that bug in the build 2 or build 3, build 4, build 5, depends on it. So the meaning of deferred is if any of the bug status mentioned as deferred, we can say that bug has been accepted by developer. Developer accepted that bug, but not like getting started immediately. Not like getting started working immediately. They will take care about in working in next release. Next release means it's not like immediate release. It can be any of the thing. In further, they will take care about in working it. So that is what it will take care about. That is what it will be mentioning the status of default. So this is how you need to be get take care about in explaining bug life cycle, or you can mention defect life cycle. So while attending any interviews, you may consider any kind of interview. You may go with any kind of interview 100%, 100%, not like 99, 100% you can expect with the question. What is the question? What is the question? Explain bug life cycle or defect life cycle. In the same way, you need to write the similar diagram and need to be get comfortable in explaining that particular whole bug life cycle. So please take care about how you can get comfortable to explain that particular bug life cycle or taking with defect life cycle. That is what we mentioned out, taking the column of status. One will be taking defect ID, another one will be taking with status. And the same way we got another one. What is it? Severity or taking with priority. So the one he will be taking with severity or he will be taking with priority. So if I'm taking with severity and priority, the very most important one, the severity and priority, the very most important one need to be get understood. So let's take care about in understanding what exactly mean by that severity and what exactly mean by priority. So go with new heading, write with the new heading, mention the severity and priority. Write with new heading, write with the new heading, mention the severity and priority. Take the main heading is severity and priority. Under that, under that, take the subheading is severity, and then make a note of the description up to this particular statement. All the online students also, all the online students also, please make a note of, please make a note of that particular description up to that particular highlighted step. Please make a note of up to that particular highlighted step. Write with the main heading, write the main heading, severity and priority. Under that subheading, severity. Under that, make a note of all that particular description and all that particular terminologies. Just make a note of up to that particular highlighted one. All the online students also, all the online students also, please make a note of up to that particular highlighted one. Once it is done, continue with the same. Once it has been done, continue with the same. Mention that priority, mention that priority, and make a note of up to that particular highlighted one. Mention that, make a note of up to that particular highlighted one. So just make a note of severity, the description, the terminology. Priority, the description, that particular terminology. Make a note of up to that particular highlighted one. All the online students also, please make a note of up to that particular highlighted one. Just make a note of up to that highlighted one. All the online students also, please make a note of up to that highlighted one. Then continue up to that highlighted one. All the online students also, please take care about up to that particular highlighted one. Then okay, right. So let's understand what exactly mean by this and how we can take care about all these particular things. The whole conclusion, as we are considered as a tester, we are taking care about test execution. As part of test execution, we are taking care about in doing bug reporting. We are doing the test execution along with test execution, along with test execution, taking care about in doing bug reporting, taking care about in doing that particular bug reporting. Along with that particular bug reporting, while doing that bug reporting, as part of the template, we need to provide severity and we need to provide priority. That means as a tester, we need to be get comfortable. We need to be get understand how to decide or how to confirm what is the severity need to be provided and what is that particular priority need to be provided according to that particular bug. As a tester need to be get comfortable in providing that particular severity and taking with priority. If I'm taking with that particular severity, the terminology related to the severity, the terminology we can provide us S1, S2, S3 and S4 related to severity, the terminology we can provide S1, S2, S3, S4. In the same way, rather than S1, we can mention that urgent, or other than S2, we can mention that high. Rather than S3, we can mention that medium. Rather than S4, we can mention that low. Depends on the project. Based on that particular project, we can take care about. Based on that project, we can take care about utilizing the respective terminology. Based on that particular project, we can take care about utilizing the respective terminology. Now, in the same way, we can take care about priority. In the same way, we can consider priority, mentioning that P1 taking with P2, mentioning that P3 and considering that P4. Mentioning that particular P1, P2, P3, P4. That is what we need to be get taking care about in providing. We need to take care about in providing that particular terminology. Now, related to severity and related to priority, these are all terminologies we got. Now, as a tester, based on that particular bug, we need to comfortable or we need to decide, yes, this bug S1, this particular bug S3, or this bug S2. I mean, tester need to be in a position in deciding that particular severity. But on which basis? We need to take care about? On which particular basis we have to take care about in providing that particular severity? How we can understand or how we can decide that particular severity and priority? Let's understand some example related to that. Let's understand some example related to that. Taking with bug 1. Taking with this particular bug 1. Say the understanding. Just assume that you reported one particular bug. you reported one particular bug in saying that URL is not working. Just assume that you have been reported one particular bug in saying that URL is not working. Now, as a tester, you documented that. That is what you are bug reporting. Meaning of bug reporting? Meaning of bug reporting? Documenting the issue. You started documenting. While documenting, you need to provide severity according to our understanding. According to our understanding, severity is related to severity, the meaning. Severity is related to based on functionality. In simple, we can say that severity is related to functionality. Severity is related to functionality. I mean, we can say that based on functionality, you are reporting one particular bug. You will be knowing what is that bug. Because of reporting that bug, see the understanding. Because of reporting that bug, how much functionality is getting affected. You are reporting one bug. Because of reporting that bug, how much testing functionality got affected. Based on that, you need to decide. Based on that, you need to decide that particular severity. So if I'm taking severity is related to functionality. How much functionality got affected? How much functionality got affected? Based on that, need to be provided. Based on that, need to be provided that particular severity. Now, see that you are reporting one bug. What is the bug you are reporting? What is the bug you are reporting? URL is not working. You are reporting the bug in saying that URL is not working. Okay. Now, because of reporting that bug, because of this bug, can we able to continue the testing? Assume that URL itself not working. If URL itself not working, can we continue the testing? Yes or no? If URL itself is not working, can we continue testing or not? No. But that means because of that URL is not working, we are not able to continue the testing at all. The whole functionality, the whole testing got affected because of reporting that bug. Because of reporting that particular bug, the whole testing got affected. We are not able to continue testing at all. Because of that, the severity, what is the severity we can provide? S1, S2, S3, S4. What is it? What is it? S1. Why S1? How? Why S1? Why we need to provide S1? Why not S2, S3 or S4? The whole functionality got affected because of that bug. Because of that bug, we are not able to continue testing at all because of reporting that particular bug. Because of reporting that particular bug, the whole testing got affected. That is the reason we are considering, we are mentioning that particular bug as S1. Okay. Then you will be taking bug 2. Just an example. Just an example. Assume that URL is working. Just assume that URL is working, but the problem with login functionality. The problem with login functionality. Login functionality. Login functionality is not working. You got in a bug. You got in a bug. You reported a bug saying that login functionality is not working. For this particular bug, you need to report. For this particular bug, you need to provide severity. So what is the severity can provide? S1, S2, S3 or S4? S1 or S2? 1 or 2? Online students, please respond. Is that we can provide S1 or we can provide S2? Why S2? Okay, why S1? First number is 1 only, sir. We need to provide 1. Then without login, we can't continue the testing. Okay. See the understanding. Let's go with our application only. If I'm taking with our application, now just assume that the bug you reported is login functionality not working. Okay. Now, if login functionality is not working, we are not able to continue majority of the testing. But can we test the functionality of new user register? Can we test or not? You can click on that and then you can take care about continue this module. Yes or no? Login functionality is not working. That is okay. But because of login functionality is not working, it's not like our whole testing has been stopped. We have an option to continue the testing, the module of new user. And even in the login page, we can test these links. We can test the images. We can test the welcome text. We can test the heading. It's not like the whole testing has been stopped. See the understanding. The previous bug, we mentioned that URL is not working. If URL is not working, is that the whole testing has been stopped? Yes or no? Yes or no? That URL is not working. You are not able to continue the testing at all. But here, majority of the testing is stopped, but not like your whole testing has been stopped. Even though the login functionality not working, we got an option, we got a chances to continue some of the testing activities. Because of that, we can take care about, in continued mentioning that S2. I mean, that is how the tester need to be get comfortable in understanding or in deciding what is the severity we can provide related to that particular bug. So severity is related to functionality. The severity is related to functionality. How much functionality? how much functionality is affecting. Based on that, you have to take care about in providing that particular respective severity. Okay, one we got mentioned that URL not working, login functionality not working. Let's go with our regular one, mentioning that, considering that validation of check-in date, validation of check-in date is not working. Validation of check-in date is not working. For this particular bug, what is the severity will provide? S1, S2, S3, S4. S3, yeah? Why S3? 1 and 2 completed, sir. Next number is 3 only, sir. Online students. Is that they will provide S1, S2, S3 or S4? See the understanding. What is the bug he got? What is the bug he got? Validation of check-in date is not working. That means in our application, if you provide current date and if you provide future date, if you provide current date and future date, working or not? If you provide current date and future date, working or not? It is working. So when we are getting the problem? When we are getting the problem? With previous date. So we are getting the problem. We are getting the problem with only previous date. It's not like totally check-in date is not working. In case of the check-in date itself not working, then we can consider as S2. In case of the check-in date itself not working, we can consider that S2. But the problem, check-in date is working, but when we are getting the problem with the previous date, we are getting with the problem only with previous date. Because of that, it will provide that severity is S3. So we need to provide that particular severity considering that S3, and then taking care about mentioning that bug 4, taking care about mentioning that bug 4. As an example, assume that you reported in a bug saying that logo is not displaying correctly. Logo is not displaying correctly. If I'm taking that particular bug 4, if I'm taking with that particular bug 4, we can mention that logo is not displaying correctly. That means if I'm taking this particular bug, what is the severity will provide? S1, S2, S3 or S4? Why S4? What is it? The bug is logo is not displaying correctly. Then? Online students. What is the severity? 1 or 2 or 3 or 4? S4. The reason is because of logo is not displaying correctly. Because of logo is not displaying correctly, is that it is affecting any of our testing activity? Logo is not displaying correctly. That is perfectly okay. That is bug only. But is that it is affecting any of our testing activities? Is that it is stopping any of our testing? No. We got in a bug, but it is not affecting any of our testing activities. Because of that, you will mention that particular severity as S4. So this is how you need to take care about. This is how you need to take care about in getting comfortable or in deciding in providing that particular severity. We can say that severity, we can say that the severity is related to functionality. Severity is related to functionality. Based on functionality, we need to provide. I mean, because of reporting that bug, because of reporting that bug, how much, because of reporting that bug, how much functionality got affected? How much functionality got affected? You need to take care about. You need to take care about in providing. You need to take care about in providing that particular severity. So this is how, as a tester, 100% tester will provide severity. 100% tester will take care about providing the severity, because that particular severity is related to functionality. In the same way, we got priority. Priority is related to client importance. That priority is related to client importance. So here, based on the client importance, for the client, how much important it is. For the client, how much important it is. Based on that, you need to provide. For the client, how much important it is. Based on that, you need to provide that particular respective priority. So let's understand how we can provide priority. If I'm taking with severity provided by tester or developer? Tester. 100% severity provided by tester only. But priority can be provided by tester. Priority can be provided by tester. If required, that can be modified by developer, or it can be modified by client. Once we provide priority, that particular priority can be provided by tester only. But once tester is provided, if required, it can be modified by developer, or it can be modified by client, because priority is related to client importance. Because of that, as a tester, we provide. Sometime, some of the project, we are not worried priority also. Developer and client will look into that. As a tester, will provide only severity. It depends on your bug template. According to the bug template, if it is provided, both the things, you need to be provide both the activities. Otherwise, you will just take care about only severity. So this is how you need to be taking care about that particular severity, and we have to take care about providing priority. Let's go with the same bug. Bug 1. URL is not working. What is the severity we provided? No, severity what we provided? S1. Severity is related to functionality. In the same way, priority is related to client importance. So what is the priority we can provide? P1, P2, P3, P4. What you will provide? Whatever you required, you write it, sir. Is it P1 or P2 or P3 or P4? Okay, why P1? That is the first number. Why we need to provide P1? As usual, the same thing. It's not like only for testing team. Even client also, whenever they are accessing that particular testing URL, that particular URL should be working. Even though the client is not testing it, but they want to cross check that. Because of that, when they access that particular URL, it's need to be working. Because of that particular bug, the priority it will be mentioning as P1. That particular priority, it will be mentioning that taking with P1. Okay. In the same way, we got bug 2. What is that bug 2? Login functionality is not working. What is the priority? P2. P1 completed, sir. Next P2 only. Why P2? Why not P1? Already P1 completed. This is what the main problem. Severity, no issues at all. Because severity is related to functionality. As severity is related to functionality, very easily we can understand how much functionality affecting. According to that, we can provide. But if I'm taking priority is related to client importance. For the client, everything is important. Yes or no? Because of the client, his project, for the client, everything is important. That means everything P1. So that is where lot of confusion will be there in providing the priority. Severity, directly we can provide it, no issues at all. But when you're providing the priority, we need to look into that particular client importance. So according to that, we have to take care about in providing that priority. This particular bug 2, login functionality is not working. That particular priority it will be considered as P2. That particular login functionality, because it's not like the whole application has been stopped it. As it has been working, we can't go with the P1, which we can mention that in taking with P2. Next, what is the bug we got? Validation of check-in date is not working. What is the priority? P3. Why P3? That is S1 P1, S2 P2, S3 P3. Very simple, sir. That priority we can provide as P. P4. Reason is? The reason is, if we take the bug, what is the bug you reported? Validation of check-in date is not working. It's not like check-in date is not working. We are the tester. Because of testing, we have to take care about to test with positive functionality, negative functionality need to be done. That is the reason we'll test with previous date, future date, and all the things. But client will not worry about all the things. He will not do all the testing here. Just he will provide that current date or he will provide future date and he will continue the next process. He was not worried about in testing that application. Because of that, it has been mentioned. Because of that, it has been mentioned taking with that particular severity that he will be taking with S4. He will be taking with that particular severity that he will be taking with S4. So P4, which he will be taking with that particular priority considering that P4. Okay. And then what is the next bug we got? Logo is not displaying correctly. What is the priority? Uh-huh. P1, P2, P3, P4. P1, P3. Why P3? Uh-huh. See the understanding. What is a bug he got? What is a bug he got? Logo is not displaying correctly. According to the functionality, according to the severity, severity is related to functionality. That severity is related to functionality. Because of logo is not displaying correctly, is that affecting any of the functionality? Is that it is affecting any of the functionality? No. Because of that, we provided the severity S4. Up to that, perfectly okay. But priority, priority is related to client importance. That means for the client, logo is important or not? For the client, logo is important or not? Okay. Then what is the priority will provide? What is the priority will provide? See that you need to take care about in considering two things here. One is client importance. What is it? Client importance. The one thing you need to consider client importance. Along with that, you need to look into that. What is status of that project? One is you are looking into that client importance. Along with that, you are taking care about. Along with that, you are taking care about in taking with the progress of that project. Assume that if the project is in the starting stages, if the project is in the starting stages, it can go with P3 because the project still in the starting stages, so it will take some time. So by that, not like that much of importance, then it will go with P3. Assume that the project about to complete, the project is about to complete, then it will go with P2 because the project is about to complete. The logo is very most important. For the client, the logo will be very important. That means you have to take care about in considering that the client importance. Along with that, you have to take care about. Along with that, you need to take care about the progress of that particular project. You have to take care about progress of that particular project. Based on that, you need to provide that particular respective priority. That is how you need to take care about in providing that particular severity and taking care about providing that particular priority. That is what you will be taking with the whole bug template. If we just look into, that particular whole bug template, if we just take care about the whole bug template according to that particular bug template, first we got defect ID. Meaning of defect ID? ID of the defect or bug. Then we got status. Meaning of the status? What is it? Progress of the bug. That is what we got. Bug life cycle or defect life cycle. At any cost, you need to get more comfortable related to that particular bug life cycle or taking with defect life cycle. Okay. In the same way, you're taking care about severity. Severity is related to functionality. Then you got priority. Priority is related to client importance. And then taking with model. That particular model is related to name of page or model. Then you got reported by name of the tester. Then you got assigned to is name of the developer or group ID of development team or name of the test lead. And then we got browser. Browser is name of the browser. Then you will be taking found in version. Found in version of the particular bill. Version number or version of particular bill. Then you will be taking found in bill. Found in bill is number of the bill. Then you will go with fixed in version, fixed in bill, considering that taking care by developer. Developer will take care about fixed in version or fixed in bill. Then you will be taking with title or summary. Meaning of that, a small overview or description related to particular bug. A small overview or description related to particular bug. Then you will be taking with steps to reproduce. Meaning of steps to reproduce? Steps to be followed. Steps to be followed to reproduce particular bug. Steps to be followed to reproduce particular bug. That steps are not like testing. That steps are to reproduce. You reported that bug. You're informing to the developer. So developer can follow the step to reproduce that bug. Steps to be followed. Steps to be followed to reproduce the bug. Steps to be followed to reproduce the bug. Then you got expected result. Meaning of expected result? Result based on requirement document. Then you got actual result. Meaning of actual result? Result based on application. And then we can provide attachment. So this is how you are taking care about that particular whole bug template according to that particular bug template. According to that particular bug template, you have to take care about in documenting that. That is what you are taking the concept of bug reporting. What is the meaning of bug reporting? documenting the issue. So that is what we got: requirements understanding, test plan, test scenarios, test cases, test execution, and bug reporting. We have to take care about test closure. But before going to that, we need to understand one particular tool that we will be taking with the Zero tool. Before going to that, related to this particular one, the two mandatory questions. What are the two questions? No, first question, explain bug life cycle or defect life cycle. Another question, explain severity or priority. The two mandatory questions in any interview. Along with that, you may get one more question. Along with that, in interview, you may get one more question in asking that, bug and defect, both are same or not. Bug and defect, both are same or not. What is the question? What is the question? Bug and defect, both are same or not. What will be the answer? What is the answer? Same. The answer is same according to Amirpet. According to the Amirpet, the answer is same, but not like real time. According to the real time, bug and defect, not like both are same. There is a difference. What is the difference? We need to understand. That we'll be discussing. In general, always will say that bug and defect both are same. We can consider both as same. But particularly if interviewer is asking that bug and defect both are same or not, we cannot consider both are same. What is the difference? That we'll understand. That is a one part we'll look into that, and then we'll take care about Zero tool, and after that we have to take care about types of testing, and finally test closure. By test closure, your manual testing will complete, and then we need to take care about and starting with automation testing. So that is what we need to be discussed. That will be looking into that. For now, please continue working on build one only. For now, please continue working on build one. Tomorrow, I'll give a very detailed information. Tomorrow, I'll tell you that you guys need to prepare one report. As part of this particular testing, you have to prepare one final report related to build one and build two. What is that final report? How to prepare that report? Tomorrow I'll be explaining, and after that we'll take care about remaining things. So please look into the practice. Please look into the practice. Please take care about spending with the time in that particular practice. I'm seeing that all the people are disturbing that server. There are deleting, lot of deletions has been done. Don't behave like Amirpet students. Behave like professionals. Don't delete all the things and everything here. Please utilize that URL in the very proper way. It will disturb for everyone. Please utilize in a very proper way. Any issues, just you can inform me. But by your own, don't make the testing of that URL. Not required to test that URL, all the things here. Just what are your documents are there, upload it, but don't go with any of the deletion and all the things here. Utilize that URL in the proper way, and please look into the practice. Okay, take care about the practice. Carry on. Thank you.